Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here. We're off for more of Mother 2 / EarthBound. In the last episode, we crash landed into Summers after a little brief team recap after a level grind. And well, we explored Summers, we explored Toto the port town, which is literally right next door. And after getting run over by a bunch of crazy taxis, we were able to find a phone number in order to get into the Stoic Club, and as soon as I said that, I just realised I haven't made the phone call yet, so I need to get back in here and use the bloody phone. Stupid me. So let's go do that. Oh yeah, we got about 4 bloody photos as well, it's ridiculous. But then again, it's a tourist attraction place, so, you know. So let's phone up the Stoic Club. Hello, this is the Stoic Club. Oh, yes, sir. Would you like me to make a reservation? Certainly, sir. We're looking forward to having you here. Thank you. Awesome sauce. At least we don't have to pay for anything. We can just get in there now. I mean, why would you have, like, Stoic Club written on top of the building and then immediately say when you try to walk in, this is not the Stoic Club? I mean, it clearly is. It says it on the flipping building. But no, it's because that you need reservations in order to get in. Okay, enough about that. Let's just avoid every other crazy taxis that are around here. See, it says it on the bloody building. The mugs won't let me in because of it. Right, let's talk to the people here. Dictatively speaking, seminal evidence seems to explain the fact that your reputation of entropy supports my theory of space-time synthesis. Of this, I am irrefutably confident. I don't know what you're saying, dude, and frankly, I don't much care. You guys can't envision the final collapse of capitalism? Incredible! How? I think it's a very complicated issue. What is? Oh, sorry, I was sleeping. What? What? Okay. Makes sense. I was not facing you when I pressed the action button. Excuse you, I was looking at this rock. Okay, no problem here. You don't understand what the hey everyone is talking about, do you? I don't either, fool, but I try to be patient with the customers. They pay high prices just for a glass of water and the chance to have serious intellectual discussions. Actually, it's an easy business, fool. You want a drink? We'll only serve water, though. Nah, it's not worth it. The show? It's already started. Everyone stares at the stone on stage and philosophizes. Doesn't that sound stupid? I don't know. It's not my pastime. You know, I really want to eat some magic cake. It's a mysterious work of art. I can't get that cake off my mind. There's only one woman who can make magic cake. She's hanging out in this club. Yeah, she's over there at the entrance. Anyway, the absolute irony and study of self-identification is... I don't know what to do. I finally awakened to the inner me, the true self. The patrons of this club are able to stare into their own soul hard enough to burn a hole in their psyche. I'm now comfortable enough to stare at the real me, the true self, and burn the impression of my super ego. I want to be in this comfort zone at any time, all the time, or at no time. My ID is telling me, well, what? Magic cake? You came all this way just to eat my magic cake? Yes. I see. Okay. Why don't you stop by a little car outside on the beach later? Alright. Well, we did get told in the last episode that this lady makes magic cake and it's all the rage. And now we found the person who was locked behind the only building that we couldn't get into before. I guess we've made it. So let's see what happens. I don't know who told you. You came this far off just to eat magic cake. I thought making cakes would be the best career for me. Dig in! I used all leftover materials. It's a very special magic cake. What? All leftover materials? What? If you knew that I came all this way for magic cake, you would think that you would put the effort in. Oh god, she's drugged me! What was in this cake? You gave me crack! Somehow, though, having a drug-induced fit transitions to this. Ness had a dream, and it was a very clear, very strange dream. We transition to the last character that we're going to get for our party. Yep, somehow a druggy cake makes us get a party member in Dalim, in the Far East. Not too sure. I know, it doesn't make any sense, and it's strange, but this must be done because we can't actually progress any further. And you'll see why when we head back. The Palace of Pooh, the Crown Prince. That in itself sounds weird as well.
Prince Pooh, the time has now come for you to undertake your final trial. Go to the place of emptiness and enjoy this final test. I am praying for your success in this final stage of your training.
And now we have movement. Yes, his name is in fact Prince Pooh. I think in Japan it's P-U-U, but in our language it's P-O-O. Yep. Tiny Ruby. We need that. And a bottle of water. Let's have a look what this says. Tiny Ruby, an old treasure from Dalim. Bottle of water. When you drink it, your PP slightly increases. Now, here's the thing about the bottle of water. It only recovers PP for Pooh. Keep that in mind. If you give that to anyone else, it just heals their PP probably a fraction of the amount. I believe so. By the way, we have no money. What level are we right now? We're level 15, HP 113, PP 35. Not the best, I will admit. Do we have any skills? We have PSI Freeze Beta and Alpha, PSI Thunder Alpha and Beta. We have, basically we have the level 2 of Freeze, Thunder, Life Up, Healing and Shield. Life Up, that is helpful, but considering our PP levels, that's not going to last very long. Especially if we start attacking enemies with our PSI, so... yeah, not good. But what equipment have we got? Absolutely nothing. Not good. So let's go talk to some people here.
Go quickly!
I was trying to give him a Mako voice, but he's more of an old man, so... use the treasures of Dalam as you wish. Go in peace. I'm trying to give everyone like a Chinese kind of voice or something, or Asian. Because that's kind of what this area is kind of based off of. Pooh opened the chest. Whoa! There's a brain food lunch inside. And as we all know, with brain food lunches, when eaten, you recover about 300 HP and 50 PP. Very good. Very popular food. There's a brain stone inside. What's in this one? There's a cup of life noodles. Now that is broken, but we can't use it right now since we've only got one person in our team. So let's go goods here. What does a brain stone do? A miraculous stone that enables you to concentrate without using your own brain. This is accomplished just by keeping this item. This is great because if you can't concentrate, you can't use PSI. So I believe with the brain stone, it stops you from getting confused and it stops you from being muted. A pretty good item, and unlike other accessory items, you don't need to actually equip it, I don't think. Do you? No, you don't even need to equip it. So it's like a very good item there. I believe that's what it does. And look at this dude's head. It's a freaking phone. Hello? Is that you, Ness? Why are you disguising your voice like that? Who are you pretending to be? Oh well, it's not a big deal. I suppose you need to have a sense of humour at a time like this. Yeah, this dude's a phone, and somehow he can communicate with Ness's dad, and we don't even know Ness at this point. We know that Pooh doesn't know Ness's dad. So how the hell does that work? Doesn't even make sense from a fourth wall standpoint, to be fair. Prince Pooh, you're my favourite. Yeah, because we're the prince, all the ladies want us. So, welcome to Dalim, I don't know. It's a literal city above the clouds, in a very Indian palace. But the stereotypes ensue. Remember, this was a different time. What is immortality? Is it everlasting life? Very philosophical questions being asked around here. You look weird. Pete. Put. Alright, he's playing on his Tutti Fluty. I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, Prince Pooh! I'm surprised you're not in training. It seems like all you do these days. Why don't you take some time to play with me? I'm so lonely without you. I don't know if it's just my sick mind, but you know. Please come in. Look around the house as much as you want. Well, there is a chest over there, and I'll gladly take that. Whoa! There's a bottle of water inside. Yes, we have to get excited over a bottle of water. What an interesting life poo must lead. I was about to say, when interest in poo, what life has led. Bleh. Words. Do you have time to play with me? No. Ah, I knew it. Training changed you. I'm jealous of your training. So what happens if I say yes? Happy me. Patty cake, well. That's a USA thing. Like, you know, Who Framed Roger Rabbit and all that. I just roasted some garlic and ate it, so the room still stinks. Well, that was random. Let's see what else is going on around here. Very linear pathway. I heard that Prince Pooh is deeply into moo training. I want to help him if I can. You're saying that to Pooh, you know that? That's a bit weird. Referring to him in the third person while he's talking right at you. You know that you do everything well, right? Do? Oops. Say, Prince Pooh, are you too popular with the girls? Apparently so. I heard you're living a more serious lifestyle these days. Strange. There's a jar of deli sauce inside. What is that? Used by sprinkling it over food. So it's basically like the other sachets of sauces and all that, but in this case it's a special type. It tastes good with any kind of food, thereby increasing the recovery power of the food. So, unlike with the other sachets of food, once you use a food item, it automatically places the first sachet that you have in your inventory to that item to give it an additional effect, and if it's a good match, it will do better. If it isn't, it will do worse, like having mustard on, I don't know, a piece of candy or a chocolate bar or something. That would be bad, but in this case, this goes with anything, so that's cool, I guess. I guess it will just get used up when it does. If not, I'll probably store it. And these guys look weird. I did not press any button. What the balls was that? I didn't press A or L or ZL. As strange as this may sound, but there are statues of rabbits blocking away. They're statues. Bunny eraser? Maybe? Weird. This is Moo. The place of nothingness. Ah, so it's not moo as in moo cow, it's something completely different. People who train here must first clear everything from their mind. If you can make your mind blank and learn the true meaning of moo, you'll pass through. Moo is moo. Now, that final sentence is weird.
You have nice eyes. You must be Prince Pooh. Long ago, I completed moo training. I want to show you a higher level of intelligence. However, I'm still realizing and learning this high level. I will see you again. So long, Squadala!
Alright then. That dude's interesting. He can friggin' turn himself into a tornado. Either that or he stole Link's flute from Zelda 1. Either or. So, let's focus here, and let's not move. Ah, Prince Pooh! I'm a messenger from your master. He sent me to tell you that you must stop your meditation immediately. Prince Pooh, you must come back with me instead of staying in a place such as this. Your master wishes it. Please rise, Prince. Your Highness, you must give up this trial for now. Believe what I say. It is the truth. I'm not going to waste time and move, because if you go all the way up there, your master will just say, go and train, go quickly. Like what you said when we left. She is lying. She just wants to play with you. That's why. But as soon as you leave the controller sitting down for a while, you may wish that you would have. Because this is creepy.
Prince Pooh, I am the spirit of your ancient lineage. To complete your trial, I am going to break your legs. You will lose the use of them. Do you accept this?
If you say no at any point, you fail. And you gotta do this all over again. I am not kidding, you just want to keep saying yes. There goes our HP.
So, Prince Pooh, you cannot walk as your legs are broken.
That wiped off just under 100 HP.
Next, I will tear your arms off. I shall then take your arms and feed them to the crows. The taking of your arms, do you accept this?
I don't really want to, but I guess I have to. There goes the rest of my health. I should technically be dead.
Ah, Prince Pooh. Without legs and arms, you can only lie there. Now, I'll cut your ears off. You do not mind my taking your hearing away, do you? Do you accept this?
Well, to be fair, if you cut off my ears, you're not exactly removing the ear canals or bursting my eardrums, so technically I'll still be able to hear, but it'll be extremely painful. So yes, I will accept this, and technically I'm already dead, so whatever. There we go. Now, I didn't say anything during that part where he took the hearing away. The game literally just went silent. That wasn't me with editing trickery. The game just literally goes silent as soon as he takes your ears away. Which, like I said, I don't see how he could still do that, but whatever. But yeah, none of it was real. Prince Pooh, you have now completed your training. The old master must be so proud. Hurry now and return to the palace. And you can listen to this guy because we're done here. And don't worry, you are fully healed. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he took 90 HP off of me on the first hit. Kind of weird, that. I mean, just think about that for a second. You lose all appendages, your arms and legs. You're literally just a body with a head. That's bloody creepy, man. I mean, I've seen a lot of creepy stuff because I don't play or watch a lot of horror games or movies, but since watching Markiplier, it doesn't really affect me that much. But I have seen some crazy shit that he's done. So, don't know if that mentions anything or not. But yeah, that is kind of creepy and drug-inducing. Remember, next, Paula and Jeff are still spazzing out on the beach floor with no aid at the moment, so that's kind of random, ain't it? So, let's go talk to the old dude here.
I am proud! You have completed your mood training. There is nothing more to teach you from the holy writings. Prince Pooh, I shall relay a message to you from eternity. The evil entity that controls all wickedness is preparing for the greatest struggle of all time. The only ones who can challenge the entity are 3 boys and a girl. One named Ness is the leader of the 4. One of the boys is you, Prince Pooh. Now that you completed your training, search out Ness at once. For all beings, for all Earth herself, I pray for the growth and the might of the 4.
And then somehow we are just gaining a bunch of levels out of nowhere. Prepare for Motormouth. Pooh level is now level 16. Oh baby, offense went up by 5. Defense went up by 2. Speed went up by 2. Vitality went up by 1. IQ went up by 1. Maximum HP went up by 7. Max PP went up by 5. Pooh realized the power of Shield Beta. Pooh's level is now level 17. Defense went up by 1. HP went up by 2. Pooh realized the power of Teleport Alpha. Pooh is level 18. Offense went up by 2, defense went up by 1, speed went up by 1, guts went up by 1, luck went up by 1, HP went up by 2. Pooh realised the power of Teleport Beta, which we don't even have yet. And because he has the best teleportation power, he can just do it on the spot and get the hell out. We're over here, buddy. My name is Pooh. I am the one who will fight beside you. I am the servant of Ness. I will obey Ness. Ness, my life is in your hands. Suddenly Pooh joins the party. Eating a cake summoned him to us. Okay, it really must be magical if that's the case. But lady, I want a refund. I can no longer make magic cakes. But it doesn't matter because I'm now selling magic tarts, which taste even better than magic cakes. I only have this. That is expensive. And look at our look at our party across the board. I will say no to you. You remind me how much I love this job. Don't know if that's a good thing the way you put that, but yes, we now have a full party of 4. It's weird though how they just bump up Pooh to level 18 after you talk to him after the training. You would think he would get those level ups straight after the training, which would make a little bit more sense, but if they did that, you could teleport out there before you're supposed to, I guess. So they give it to you after you talk to the master to fully complete the training, perhaps? But at the same time, it's like, you could have just skipped all that, kept him at level 18 by default, and just teleported him over here anyway. But no, they wanted it there for the experience, so that's kind of a thing. But considering that we did all that with a character that we haven't had before, we now has, if we go to his inventory here, Tiny Ruby. Remember, when in the last episode when we went into the museum, we couldn't exactly get past because, well, we couldn't, because the dude wanted to do a shady deal saying, we can let you in if you have a gem. We do have a gem now, so we can go do that. But before I push onwards, I do want to save here. I might use the save state as well, but at the same time, that's kind of the last episode at this point, and I didn't save in between videos, so... But now, as I was saying in the last episode, we can now actually make a glitch happen. Well, we can't make the glitch happen, but we can set it up for later. And it may be a little bit of spoilers for the end of the game, but I'm going to have to say it right now if you guys are interested. So let me just get past all these guys quickly, and I'll tell you guys to, like, skip to a certain point with an annotation, which will probably be here right now. So click this annotation if you want to skip possible spoilers of the game, as well as this glitch if you're not bothered, because otherwise, because it will be covered as one of the final things I do before the end credits, so it's not going to be part of a bonus episode or anything. So that's kind of a thing, as I will talk about it then. But you're going to see me set it up at this point, so if you haven't clicked it now, I'm going to start. At the end of the game, once you beat the final boss, the game doesn't end. You're given a grace period where you are not able to save, but you are able to explore the whole world. Kind of like an aftergame kind of thing, but it only lasts for as long as you have knocked out the boss. And if you reload save, then you're going to be back before the final boss, and you have to beat the final boss again, which does take a massive long while, I will admit, in order to explore everything. And I don't even know if I am going to explore everything in the aftergame, but that's a thing. However, when the aftergame is triggered, all enemies are dead. All enemies are dead. And that means that there's just literally no enemies in the game. You cannot possibly die. But the developers at this point didn't program the game over screen to be loaded into RAM so it could be triggered because at that point, because you can't die, to save on memory and to change the entire world, the entire world state for different stuff and all that. However, the enemies in the next room do not disappear, and there are two of them. One of them is near the door, one of them is on the other side of the room, and you're normally supposed to fight both of them, but if you can fight only one, trigger the scene that you need to, and then get the hell out, and then beat the game and come back, that enemy will still be there. And if you let that enemy kill you at the end of the game, it will trigger a glitch. Because as the game over screen cannot appear, it's a black screen, and you'll want to make sure you have the map in your inventory, because otherwise you're not going to be able to return to gameplay properly. Because when Chugga Conroy did it, I'm referencing him again, for his very first Let's Play, and he went back like a year later to do the bonus episode or whatever, he didn't have the map in his inventory because it's a useless item technically when you're outside of towns. So if you have that in your inventory when you trigger the glitch, you get an extended version of the glitch. So that's what I'm going to be that's what I'm going to be doing right now. And if you guys have skipped that introduction, I'm going to be setting up the glitch. This room is being remodeled, so I can't show it to you. Oh, Samurai Kid is here. Will he be giving me that gem? Yes. You're such a good student. I'm impressed by your passion for learning. Come in. Alright, here we go. Do I really want to make a save state? You know what, I guess it's smart to do it now. Alright, like I said, I'm going to be setting up the glitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that, right, first of all, I'm going to pause here. You see that coffin on the side there? That is an enemy. There are two of them in the room. I'm going to knock out one of them, check the plaque, talk to the guy, and get out, without triggering the other enemy to fight me. If I can do that, and leave the room and never come back in to fight that guy, and then beat the game, I will be able to trigger the glitch. But they only move when you move, as you can see here. Excellent. Do you feel like you're really experiencing this great historical period? The experience is more valuable than a small gem. Haha! The other day, a rich kid came to Summers by helicopter. He also took a picture of the hieroglyphics. I got lots of money for him. Right, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go back in. I'm gonna Just rush in. Okay, they only fight me one at a time, which is okay. The Shattered Man attacked, and yes, he is a mini-boss. So you want to keep this in mind, we only want to kill this one dude. I'm going to bash, I'm going to PSI freeze beta him. I'm going to shoot him, and Pooh, he has his own exclusive ability. Nothing special, it's the Pokemon equivalent of Mirror Move, it's literally what it says on the tin. If Pooh is slower, and the enemy doesn't attack, you will mirror that last attack made, and you will do it to the enemy. Not something I use. It's kind of weird, really. None of the special skills that everyone has, I don't use. Because they're just not really that worth it. Well, maybe Jeff's Spy, and if there is an item loaded into RAM for the enemy to drop when you beat them, you'll just get it earlier without having to finish the battle. So, that could be a thing. These guys have insane defense, but when you come back here to do the glitch, they'll pretty much be easy to beat, but you don't want to beat him when you're doing the glitch. So that's a thing. Like I said, I only want to beat the first guy here. Well, Paula's smashing. And he... Wow, Paula. Just wow. Smash that dude in the face with a frying pan, why don't you? That is an insane experience. The enemy left a Prezi as well. A mummy rep. I think that paralyzes enemies. Pooh's level is now level 19. Offense went up by 1. Oh baby, defense went up by 3. Vitality went up by 1. IQ went up by 1. Maximum HP went up by 11. And PP went up by 5. The reason why he's getting a lot of boosts, despite being a low level, is so he can catch up to the team in terms of stats, but not in level. Pooh's level is now level 20. Oh baby, offense went up by 6. Oh baby, offense went up by 3. Speed went up by 2. Vitality went up by 1. IQ went up by 1. Luck went up by 1. HP went up by 15. And PP went up by another 5. Pooh is now level 21! Defense went up by 1, HP went up by 2, PP went up by 2, and realised the power of PSI Magnet Alpha. So, even though he doesn't have a lot of PP, he can easily leech it off of enemies. Right. Oh, I didn't want to talk to the guy. That actually might have screwed me over. Alright, stop talking. Stop talking. I don't care. I wasn't trying to talk to you, I was trying to check the thing. I'm going to leave the room. Yes, when you're flashing, you don't trigger things to move, but... Pooh read the hieroglyphics. To fight against the invaders, we built this pyramid fortress. However, our efforts were futile, and we lost. Nonetheless, our pyramid was protected by the gods of Scaraba. The invaders will be reborn every millennium, and will attack again. Even now, the invaders hide beyond space and time, and build the evil stronghold. A place out of time is beyond the dark. It's even further beyond the lost underworld. The deep darkness is shrouded, it is without light. Only one with a hawk eye can pierce the dark. The Sphinx now watches over everything, waiting for the coming of a truly brave hero. There's a big dot, a small dot. 2, 3, 4, 5. Dance in front of the Sphinx. Yes, let's go to Scaraba. The pyramid is the key. Oh no! Okay, I hope I can run. This could be bad. I don't want to kill this thing. I want to run. Really? You just one-shotted Pooh. You've literally just one-shotted Pooh. Let me run, please. I can't run from this guy, can I? I've messed this up, haven't I? Yeah, I've messed this up. Okay, well that's a bit of an annoyance, because we actually had progress there that I've now lost. Alright, so I'm going to have to run in again. I'm going to have to defeat the first one, and with my invincibility frames, I want to check the hieroglyphics as soon as it's beaten up. And because we got invincibility frames and we're flashing, we'll be able to move out of the way. I forgot that that was a factor in which you need to do this quickly. But I obviously messed that up. I think Pooh's stat boosts during that battle may have been a little bit different than what I've already read out, but hopefully we can leave. And yes, Pooh was only doing 1 HP damage with his physical attacks during the battle. I forgot to mention that. Now you might be wondering why I haven't equipped him with anything, and that's because he can't actually equip anything. Oh, don't stop me please, dude! Wait 1 second, here's a picture of the hieroglyphics just for you. It is a reward for studying so hard. Now, that means we do not actually need to write that little clue down. That means that as we have it in our inventory, we can check it whenever we want to. Use it in your human civilization class. Haha. And then we leave. Okay, so we definitely got that one enemy left in there. If we move a little bit forward, there he is. That one enemy is still there. The other one has not regenerated. Those two are sequenced boss battles that you're supposed to fight one after another. But you can just fight the one, read the hieroglyphics thing, get your copy, and get out. Anyway, what I was saying about Pooh's inventory is that you can't equip him with anything. He literally cannot equip anything other than specialized equipment. He has exclusive equipment for every single one of his item slots. Hello. Even the lady's gone. Hello. This is Mr. Fork of Scarabrow Cultural Museum. Doesn't sound like you. Well, I'll quickly tell you my story because I'm busy. I found something so extraordinary that mere words cannot do it justice. What do you mean, who am I? Don't you recognize my voice? It's me, Mr. Spoon from Forsyth Museum of Natural History. Look, Mr. Fork, I'm not exaggerating this find. I'm telling you, it's fantastic. It's outrageous. Seems like we gotta go back to Forsyth. But you know what? I feel like we're going to go do that in the next episode. Oh, for flip's sake, let me end the video off. And when that happened, I just realised I just checked the bloody phone. Silly me. But yes, in the next episode, guys, we're going to go back to Forsyth, check out the museum, hopefully get that one photo that you're supposed to get in front of the museum, but for some reason it never triggered for me. Maybe it triggers now because we have to actually go in there? But we could get the one inside beforehand, so that's weird. I guess you get it from going inside because it's like, hey, it's a tourist place. Here's a photo of your thing, but now we actually have to go there. Maybe we get the one in front. I don't know. But yes, in the next episode, we're going to go back there. Maybe figure out how to get to that thing that was behind that wall. If you remember, there was like that kind of weird thing that was like, it's not my place, so it may be a sanctuary location. And maybe we can even find some equipment for Pooh. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. See you guys then.